It really sums up the entire Bible. Yeah, Hebrews chapter 9, verses 15 to 17. And I'm just going to read it, okay? Let's see if we can understand what the writer is trying to communicate here. So, verse 15. Therefore, he is the mediator of a new covenant, so that those who are called may receive the promised eternal inheritance, since a debt has occurred that redeems them from the transgressions committed under the first covenant. For where a will is involved, the death of the one who made it must be established. For a will takes effect only at death, since it is not enforced as long as the one who made it is alive. So think about this for a second, okay? Clearly, this is talking about Jesus. If anyone, doesn't realize that, then just read from the start of the chapter all the way to verse 15. This is talking about Jesus. What this is actually communicating is that if Jesus isn't God, then no one is saved. No one can be saved. No one in history, no one in the future, nobody in all of human history is saved if Jesus isn't God. That's what this is saying here. And here's why. It really sums up the entire Bible. God made a covenant with man. Man broke the covenant. God made a new covenant to redeem man. This covenant functions like a will because of the promised inheritance, salvation. The new covenant functions like a will. A will only takes effect when the person who made the will dies. God made the covenant. Okay? God made the will. So this is why God had to die in order for anyone to receive salvation, the promised inheritance. The person who made the will, the person who made the covenant, had to die. And this is why Jesus had to empty himself so that he could be born, live a human life. Okay, all of that was to fulfill the covenant. But then, it only takes effect when the one who made it dies. Okay, that's why Jesus had to go to the cross. God himself had to give up his life, had to die in order for anyone to receive salvation. If Jesus isn't God, no one is saved. And that's why it is so important that if you call yourself a Christian, you understand it. If you don't understand it, listen, I'm not here to convince you, okay? I'm not here to convince you. If you don't understand it, that's fine. There's a point in time in my life where I did not understand this either. I had my reasons, okay? I thought that they were legit reasons, and I was wrong. And so, if you don't understand this today, if this video is still confusing and all that, then take the time to research this for yourself. Okay, you can start with the information that I've left in this video, but there's so much. I haven't even gotten into all of the gospel accounts where Jesus was clearly communicating to his audience that I am equal with the Father, and they knew what he was saying, right? To the point where they wanted to kill him, they wanted to stone him, they wanted to just wipe him off the face of the earth because this man is blaspheming. He's making himself equal with the Father, right? And so even if you're not convinced, continue to, wrestle with this, continue to research and pray, okay? Pray that God would help you through this, okay? Pray that he would help you through this because at the end of the day, people like me on YouTube, we're just sharing something. We're hoping to bless people with it, but we can't do anything. It's God that really gives the growth, okay? We can try to plant seeds. We can try to do a lot of work, but it's God that gives the growth. So anyone struggling with this, continue to pray, and he will give you understanding. He will give you understanding. The Bible says for us to seek understanding, not just information, but to seek understanding.